Hi everyone, I will cut to the chase. I, 19 female, had a Halloween party over the weekend. I invited my boyfriend and a bunch of our friends over, including his girl best friend. I will call her Agatha. My boyfriend and I had decided to dress up as Peter Pumpkin Eater. If you have not seen that costume, the guy wears a shirt that says Peter and the girl dresses as a pumpkin because I was pretty excited just because I thought it was a funny and cute costume. Agatha texted me the night before the party and asked what my costume was going to be. I explained the couple's costume my boyfriend and I would be wearing, and she replied that she would probably just come as a sexy cat. Fast forward to the night of the party. Everyone is having fun and it's a nice time. Well, it was until Agatha walked in dressed as a pumpkin. She went over and hugged my boyfriend. I swear the room went silent. I was pissed and asked if I could speak with her privately, and we went into my bedroom. I asked why she chose that costume, since she knew the details of that joint costume between my boyfriend and I. She said she didn't see the big deal and thought it would be a better group costume. I told her I didn't think it was funny and I would prefer that she change. I offered her a witch costume that she could borrow for the night. She turned red and started to yell that I don't get to control what she wears. I told her that she was disrespecting my relationship by insinuating that my boyfriend and her are having sleeping together. She kept screaming about how it was funny and I needed to lighten up. I ended up asking her to leave. She stormed out of the house and I returned to the party. The mood had shifted and the night felt ruined. My boyfriend agrees that she crossed the line and is planning on cutting her off completely, but a few of our friends are saying that I was being dramatic and I should have let her stay. I guess I'm just wondering, am I the a-hole? Well, I have an update. I meant to post on a few months ago, but I really needed time to process the events that occurred after this whole ordeal. I'm glad I waited though, because you all need to hear this one. Many people pointed out that my boyfriend must be sleeping with Agatha, since she went absolutely bonkers for seemingly no reason. I thought since he immediately took my side and blocked her on everything that you were wrong. Well, it was me who was wrong. It turns out that Agatha and my boyfriend have been sleeping together for months. And they were just really good at hiding it. Until she decided that she didn't want to be his mistress anymore. I found this out when I was at his house and hanging out in his room. He was showering after a workout and I heard this vibrating noise. He had taken his phone and mine was right next to me, so I couldn't figure out what it was. I just opened his bedside table drawer and found a second phone. My gut told me that something was not right. Why would he have a second phone? It didn't take me long to guess his password. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really? And my fears were confirmed. There was a missed call from Agatha. I looked through the messages and found out the truth. Not only had they been sleeping together, she recently found out that she was pregnant. This was the reason she pulled out the stunt on Halloween. She was trying to force his hand. I also saw that he was messaging other girls as well. I was completely devastated. After his shower, he found me grabbing all my belongings and putting them in my bag. He asked why I was leaving and I told him because we were finished. I threw his phone on the bed and he looked like he was going to vomit. He started pleading me to hear him out, but I didn't want to hear it. He could have all of those other girls. I didn't want him anymore. He followed me out of the house, shaking and crying. He even followed me all the way out to my car, trying to block my path. I went over the grass around him and didn't look back. He sent me a long message about how he never wanted to hurt me, that he wanted me back, and how he was using his work phone to text all of these women so I would not find out. That was really helpful. I sent his boss a nice little message about how company property was being misused, and I saw on LinkedIn he no longer works for that company anymore. He is blocked on everything now. I hope him and Agatha have a magical life with their baby. Oh, I heard through the grapevine that he got one of the other women pregnant too. I'm glad I dodged that bullet. As for me, I'm currently in therapy working on my trust issues and learning how to love myself again after this situation. I have been putting myself out there again and have cut contact with anyone who knew that was happening behind my back. My opinion about this is, it seems that Agatha acted inconsiderately and disrespected the boundaries of your relationship. While she may not have intended to cause harm or create a problem, her choice of costume, especially given the knowledge of your couple's costume plan, was insensitive. Furthermore, when you expressed your discomfort and offered a solution, Agatha became offensive. Agatha became defensive and combative, which escalated the situation. As the host of the party, you have the right to set rules and boundaries for your guest. And asking Agatha to leave was a reasonable response to her behavior. While it's understandable that some of your friends may see your actions as dramatic, it's important to prioritize your own feelings and boundaries in situations like this. You are not the a-hole for asserting your boundaries and making decisions that make you feel comfortable and respected in your own home. Firstly, I'm sorry to hear that you had to go through such a difficult and hurtful experience. It's understandable that you feel devastated and betrayed by your ex-boyfriend's actions. It's important that you prioritize your own well-being and seek support as you work through your own emotions and healing from this situation. It's good to hear that you're taking steps to address your trust issues and prioritize self-love, and it's also commendable that you have cut off contact with anyone who knew about the situation but didn't inform you. It's important to surround yourself with supportive and trustworthy people who prioritize your well-being. As for your ex-boyfriend and Agatha, it's not your responsibility to worry about the relationship or their future. You have made the decision to remove yourself from the situation and prioritize your own healing. And that's the most important thing. It's also not your responsibility to take any action against your ex-boyfriend, such as contacting his employer, but it's understandable that you may have felt compelled to do so given the circumstances. Overall, I hope that you continue to prioritize your own healing and well-being, and that you are able to move forward from the situation with strength and resilience.